For horror fans, the internet is a remarkable hotbed of everything weird and unsettling. If you explore the deep edges of the web, you'll find the creepiest evidence of ghostly existence. But if you don't have the time or the patience to do your own digging, we're here to help you out. This is Dexter once again for Mind Read. Here are 7 terrifying recordings of paranormal activities that we gathered for your horror-seeking pleasure. A poltergeist throws things around a busy restaurant. An airport aerobridge full of ghost passengers. These stories and more in this episode. But before we move on, please like, share, subscribe, and buzz the bell for more content such as this. Number 7. Haunted Radio Station. In 2013, East Coast Radio, a South African radio station, posted this clip, which was recorded by their CCTV. They put this video up on their YouTube channel, imploring the public to share their thoughts on this unsettling video. Shershin, one of their DJs, was on board for his late-night show when the electricity suddenly shuts down. The DJ talks to someone on the phone, probably checking the reason for the power outage. Then he captures a glimpse of a figure dressed all in black. Its movement seems to glide, not walk, as it crosses the glass window by the studio area. Startled, the DJ checks on who it was. He looks through the glass window, but sees no one. Here's the thing. That night, there was no one else at the radio station apart from Shershin. It's not that easy for just anyone to get into the complex. One needs to have fingerprint authorization to gain entry, and records show that no one entered the studio that night. On social media, people were saying that the station faked the video for publicity, but the radio station was quite firm that they could not explain the power cut, nor could they give a logical answer to the mystery of the gliding dark figure. Was a prank played on this poor DJ? Or was this evidence of something supernatural? Number 6. Passengers from the other side. This video was taken at Gate 206 at the Phuket International Airport in July 2017. Just the usual scene we see at aerobridges when passengers disembark from a plane. But the weird thing about this is, there is no plane. Where are the people coming from? On the comments section of this upload, one said that the walkway may be split into 2, that people may be coming from the left and the right side of the bridge. That seems like a logical explanation. However, we have no confirmation as to the split bridge theory. Some insist that the figures seen could be passengers who wanted to get home, but never made it. Number 5. Ghost in the Well. This video was recorded in India in 2005 and uploaded on the YouTube channel Ghost World TV in 2014. At first look, the video doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. It's just a shot of a well. But let's take a closer look. We see a shadow-like figure move towards the well and appear to leap into it. Let's watch it again, in slow motion. Clearly, a figure did jump into this well. Could it be possible that someone lost their life in the well, and the body is still buried within its depths? Hence, the apparition? Or are we looking at a portal to the underworld? Number 4. The Rake. Since the 12th century, the Rake has been reported to be seen on 4 different continents. Described as a humanoid around 6 feet tall, but crouching and walking on all 4s. It has pale skin, a blank face, and hollow eyes. The most shocking recorded sighting of this creature happened in Liverpool in April of 2011. A closed-circuit camera was used by the Northwest Water Company in monitoring sewers beneath the St. James. The engineers captured this terrifying footage of the fabled Rake, not only once, but thrice. Watch this. The sewer prowler was dubbed by engineers as Messy. likening the creature to the Loch Ness Monster. It is believed to be feeding off fat deposits within the sewer pipes. Some believe that it is an animal that mutated into this grotesque form. Others think that it may be of extraterrestrial origin and somehow got trapped in the sewers, while still others theorize that it used to be human but underwent a genetic experiment that went really bad. But most of us believe that it is the Rake. Number 3. The Mad Poltergeist. This video was uploaded on the YouTube channel of Jimmy's World Grill and Bar in 2013. At Jimmy's World Grill and Bar Luton restaurant, a customer witnessed a bizarre activity and reported this to the management. They checked out their CCTV recording, and this is what they saw. A customer stands up from her table. A few seconds later, weird stuff starts happening. First, the chair slides a few inches away from the table. The menu on the table moves. A napkin is yanked off by some invisible force from the table. Then the plate abruptly slides from the table. The video does not have any audio, but by the way the women sitting at another table turn their heads, the plate must have made a loud noise when it hit the floor. This scenario looks all too familiar. We see this all the time in poltergeist movies, but this must have been a really hot-tempered poltergeist to make a scene at a public and busy location. Some people think that the scene was staged, and this is just a publicity stunt with all the moving elements rigged. Do you think so? Would you eat at a restaurant if you knew it was inhabited by a poltergeist? You really wouldn't like to be possibly hit by a flying plate, right? Number 2. Danny explores some more. YouTube channel Exploring with Danny uploaded this video in April 2019. Danny's channel features explorations of the paranormal. In this particular episode, Danny goes back to a chapel that he already visited because in his live Facebook sessions prior to this, he experienced paranormal activities. He was curious if he would pick up some more of these spooky vibes in the abandoned chapel. This time, Danny returns solo. Danny starts searching the premises while taunting its spirit inhabitants to throw a cup at him. Then he hears a loud thud. He follows the sound source and he ends up in what seems like a memorial room. He surveys the plaques on the wall, honoring those who sacrificed their lives during the war. As he hears another sound from his left, he quickly pans the camera to check and he sees someone at the door's glass window, a pale, ghostly-looking nun. He runs out screaming. Outside, he starts to gather his courage, and with his camera still rolling, he tilts it up to view the chapel's exterior. On the 3:10 mark of the video, you will see a white figure on the left side of the roof, but the shaken Danny doesn't notice this. It also disappears rather quickly. Then, as he focuses his camera by the windows on the second floor, the second window from the left catches his eye. He taunts the peering figure to show itself, and it does, and it stares right back at him too, before it disappears. We really don't think Danny's going back for a third visit. Before we move on to number 1, remember to hit subscribe and buzz the bell for updates on our latest scary uploads. Number 1. The Body Snatcher. This video, uploaded by D-Buoyism in 2012, was shot in a park somewhere in North Hollywood. The couple said that they were doing this Halloween special, so they chose this location. They heard that a friend got chased out of the park by some weirdos a week prior to this shoot. They thought that the backstory would make great material for their show. The lady expressed her concern that it was too dark. The man asked if she would move away from the camera. It was to gauge how far the night vision camera would pick up in extreme low light. As the girl reaches the point where she was no longer visible, the man hears something. Then he obviously drops the camera by the way it's angled. He turns quiet. The lady kept calling out to him, but he doesn't respond. Then the lady lets out a scream as something seemed to push her to the ground, but she's able to get up and run near the camera. until it trips her again. She screams really loud as the entity that was after her drags her until she is out of frame. Then everything becomes quiet. Did we just see an alien abduction? Or was it a poltergeist attack? Thank you for joining us again for another episode. Hope you liked it. If you did, drop us a like and please share this vid. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell for our latest creepy stories. Once again, this is Dexter for Mind Read. Thank you and see you on the next terrifying countdown.